What's up YouTube, Capital G here, checking out a brand new Witchcrafter spell card that just got revealed coming out of Eternity Code. Konami is just gonna keep on supporting this archetype no matter what, aren't they? Anyways, this is Witchcrafter demonstration, quick play spell with a hard once per turn between the two effects, just like every other Witchcrafter spell. First effect says special summon one Witchcrafter monster from your hand, and if you do, for the rest of the turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to your spellcaster monster effect activations. Second effect is just the same as all the other cards. If you control a Witchcrafter monster during the end phase, you can add the card to your hand if you didn't use the first effect. So basically, this is a way of being able to get Heine or Madame Vere out of your hand. I've played a little bit of Witchcrafters, and I can tell you, while their boss monsters are incredibly strong, I'm not considering the Golem, just talking about Heine and Vere, they are absolutely dreadful if you draw them. There's like no easy way to get them out of your hand. At least this gives you an option of getting those boss monsters out of your hand, and you can do it during your opponent's turn, which is kind of nice because the other quick play in this archetype is like the shitty bounce cards or bounce spells and traps to your opponent's hand. You don't play that card. This feels like it is trying to address some of the fundamental problems of Witchcrafter, like if you draw the boss monsters, they're just like super dead in your hand. This alleviates that problem, and it also makes it so that your opponent cannot as easily disrupt you. I've had duels where I'm trying to use Madame Vere to negate one of my opponent's monster effects, to only be hit with an impermanence, or maybe something like a Widow Anchor, and I end up losing that duel. So it is nice. I wish that it was permanent, like that protection effect. That would be a little better, and I guess in theory this could help you play around Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom, if you don't know, absolutely destroys the Witchcrafter deck because the little Witchcrafters, they have to tribute themselves and discard a spell all as a cost to summon the other Witchcrafters from your deck. So if your opponent ashes you, you just kind of lose the duel, honestly, because you lose so much advantage and you can't even get your Witchcrafter spells from your deck because you don't control one usually. I think that this card is cool, but I don't really think it's going to progress the strategy all that much. It's nice that Konami is trying to address some of the problems like drawing the boss monsters and not being able to get them out of your hand, but honestly, Witchcrafters have too many spell cards that are only good in very specific situations. Like, they have a Monster Reborn, but it's only good with the boss monsters. Like, you don't want to like revive the little Witchcrafters. They're kind of shitty, to be honest. Even this card is only good with the boss monsters. I mean, you could summon the little Witchcrafters like Pottery from your hand, but that's a lot of investment, and I don't really think that it's honestly worth it. This card's okay. I mean, I would run it, but I don't think it'll move Witchcrafters like all that much when it comes to competitive viability. Nice thought, but like it won't really improve the archetype tremendously in my opinion. Anyways, whatever you guys think of Witchcrafter demonstration, by the way, I love the artwork of this card. Madame Vere is always like super smug, and this is probably the smuggest we've ever seen her, and maybe it's the smuggest we'll ever see her. Thank you guys for watching. As always, leave it in the comment section below and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.